Yeah. Welcome to the space where the real gets heard, where culture lives, and we just shoot the breeze.
Welcome to Shootin the Breeze, where the conversations are real, the laughs are loud, and nothing is off limits. I'm your host, Queen Mouse. I'm here with my illustrious guests. We have Big Pick, Baby Girl AD, It's Jesus G, and Smart Kid Mario. And today we're getting into some things. So sit back, relax, and let's shoot the breeze. So, do you think that social media is preserving the culture or is it commercializing it? And who benefits from our culture trends?
Not for us. Not they ain't preserving it for us.
Nah.
Anytime we do something is wrong. But anytime somebody else do something is groundbreaking.
It's self-generated.
Yeah, they ain't preserving it for us.
Yeah, like people stealing braids. There's a big thing about
The
the
guy
cultural appropriation of braids.
You can go
Exactly.
to
And everything we do, they
you
take our
can
stuff and rebrand it as something else. How many times, like, we've had box
Centuries.
braids for years. All of a sudden, Kim
Boxer
Kardashian
braids.
gets box braids, and now what are they calling
Yeah,
it?
now it's
Boxer
cute.
braids or something like that. And now it's trendy and now it's not ghetto.
Exactly.
Tell
Like
him how
that
you
was
feel.
brand new.
Tell him how you feel. Go
Right?
ahead. Talk it.
Exactly. As he invented that.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
more recently,
Yep.
the Travis Kelce feed. What the
Yep.
hell was that all about?
Loose as a goose, don't get me started.
Exactly.
Hey, listen, bro.
Mhm.
Listen. We've been getting fades forever,
No.
man. High top fades, taper fades, boosie fades. We might make a new
Oh
fade next
yeah.
week if we want. But when we
Mhm.
do it, we never get the credit. It's
how did it
always
get
Yep.
so
I
long?
wonder what they got going on with their hair.
Mhm.
And the worst is how they judge black women on their hair. Anytime a black woman fix their hair up, people is amazed. Like, bro, we don't have to wear our hair one kind of way. We versatile like that. But we don't get the credit. And when somebody else get on TV like that, oh, did you see her hair? Did you see her? Yeah, I seen it last week. Tisha had it like that. Like, what you talking about? Like that is, bro. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on that, bro.
Girl,
Exactly.
what did you do?
Yeah. They'll say, "Oh
Girl,
no,
what did you do to your hair?
the
Bro.
Vikings
It's
had braids." The Vikings didn't have no box braids. They didn't have no cornrows. They wasn't wearing Fulani braids. What they had was one big braid in their hair or a couple of plaits. That's it. They was not doing the hairstyles that Africans been doing for centuries. Like, be for real. They were not doing the same thing. They don't even have the same type of hair to be able to withstand the braids that we have. It would be out within an hour.
Right.
So you're really
Did y'all ever see that? Did y'all ever see that clip of Mr. T when he was on was it Johnny Carson? And they asked him, he was laughing at him about his hair. He had a mohawk. You know, he always had that mohawk.
Yep.
He's like, why you got that? Like they was laughing. He said, because
Wow.
my bloodline is African, is Mandingo. He said the Mandingo warriors used to have mohawks. That's where it come from. Johnny Carson couldn't see shit. He thought that was some shit that gang members wear, like in Chicago or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He thought it was something that the like punk rockers do or whatever. Nah, that come from the motherland. Like, you got to look at it. I don't think social media is helping the culture at all. It's really both parts of the question. It's not preserving it for us and it's monetizing it for other people. There's been creators on TikTok that Trey Rags. I know y'all know Trey Rags. He's complained about, like, that's why he's not on TikTok no more. He say I've put skits out and my stuff got 400,000 views. Somebody has used my audio and got 1 million views. He said, "Why? How is that? Like, how you shadow ban me? I get so many stuff, and then you cut me off. Then somebody else use my same. They'll act out the skit themselves with my audio, right? And they're getting 1 million, 2 million. They getting paid, and you shutting me down, right? think about TikTok dances. Think about how black influencers do TikTok dances, right? And then these girls was doing some dance. I forgot the name of the dance, but I remember some Caucasian
Yeah,
girls
Yeah,
doing
you
the
talking about
dance, and they
Renegade,
made it to
right.
damn Jimmy Fallon.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
What was
So
it?
yeah, both parts of that Renegade. It was
Yeah.
the Renegade. It was, I think it was a song and a
Yep.
dance to it.
Boots on the ground?
Yeah, they had it
So
on Fortnite and
some
everything.
Okay.
some black people made up some
Mm-hmm.
stuff, right? And then
Ah,
some white kids did
I
it,
know you talking.
and they went to Jimmy Fallon with Jimmy Fallon, like, hey, can you come on the show? And not Jimmy Fallon. It wasn't Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel,
Yeah.
one of the Jimmys,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Your name.
Pause. And then the girls was on there, and they was like getting so many millions of followers, and people was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's good. Y'all made that up. They didn't say, nah, we didn't make that up. It's a trend up. They're like, yeah, we made it. I'm like, come on, man.
Exactly.
Like that's the whole thing. How that dance got messed up. What's that dance?
Boots on the ground?
That black dude made the
Mhm.
You talking
what?
about boots on the ground?
No, man.
What did
It was
it's a
it was the dance. I forgot the dude. Jumba. Remember that
the
dude?
Jumbo challenge.
Junie? Remember that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I had turned from this
They
to
put them
people
on the
doing this.
table. They
Like
be
it's like,
jumping on
who
the
is that? Is that
tables.
the
Uh-huh.
they done it all kinds of places. But what I'm saying is, whenever he did
Mm-hmm.
it was just him doing like the little pop and
Mm-hmm.
lock, and then some other people started doing it, and it started looking like a T-Rex dance. Like they was doing it like that,
Some
and
and
people
it's
was like,
superb.
so, so, so that's what I'm saying. It's not preserving our culture.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
actually handing it off to other cultures,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
And other cultures are monetizing it. We not monetizing it.
No.
We
Which
not.
is a lot of the
Don't get me started.
problem.
Yeah, don't get me started on that Harlem Shake
Oh,
challenge. That just
Oh
no.
ooh, I know
God.
that made your
Oh my
mad.
god.
It sure
Oh,
did.
It made
oh,
y'all mad.
remember when they just totally messed up the Running
Yes.
Man. Remember that?
Yes. Like, bruh, that's
So sad.
not how any of this goes
So
at all. Not at
Um,
all. It's just terrible.
I think
Yo, you rage baited us, Queen. That was a terrible. Oh, you shouldn't have had
yeah,
that. That shouldn't have been in the lineup.
yeah.
That's come
I
on,
That's
man.
will
not in
I will
question
say
though.
I think for black people, we preserve our culture. Like the whole Vine era, legendary for us within our
Mm-hmm.
culture. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like when it's just us, it's legendary for us. We keep it. We recognize people that did it. Yeah, we might imitate and copy it, but we give the credit. When they get
Mm-hmm.
outside those walls, oh man, they let loose. Especially with
Mm-hmm.
TikTok now. TikTok is a
Man.
demon. That is the wormhole to hell. That's what TikTok is.
Tell us how you really feel.
Oh yeah, I absolutely despise TikTok. Like that, and it's just not like
Me too.
well,
Me too.
like TikTok is a tool to basically imitate, misinform, or just lead people down a wrong rabbit hole, and they just sitting here looking clueless in life. But like, yeah, oh, this person created this dance. Let me imitate it. Oh, this is about to happen in the world. We're all gonna die now. Let's go build a bunker. Um, it's just, it's just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
and so
It's a lot.
so to answer the question, yeah, to a lesser extent, all the other social medias, yeah, but TikTok is probably the biggest culprit as far as that goes, in my opinion.
I mean, there's some aspects of it that I think are good because I quite enjoy parts of Black Twitter. You know, like when you see Black shared experiences, like when the light above the sink goes on and the dishcloth is on the sink. What does that mean? Like I enjoy seeing like how all of our lives are like the same but different. You know, things like that.
Or
Well,
or when you hear the smoke alarm in the background, which I haven't heard from any of y'all, surprisingly. But
oh, the beeping,
you know,
Yes.
meaning battery
Yes.
yeah,
finished.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
Like,
just seeing like different similarities because it's like we all live the same life. We're like, how could everybody live the same life? Like everybody's grandma says the same thing, everybody cooks the same
mhm.
food, they eat things the same way. It's fun to me and interesting to see that. But then again, because it's not our
There you
own platforms, we're not
go.
Yep.
gatekeeping our own culture, which is problematic because
Right.
then they go take it and flip it and reverse it. And now instead of it being something really cool, like how the word woke turned into something that's really
Like,
disgusting
that's
now.
the solution.
Don't
We
get me
have
started.
to, I think,
And
as a
I think
collective, we need to develop our own app so that we can share our experiences in a safe environment without worrying about it being polluted by
Mm-hmm.
other parties. Because when secrets out there,
Man,
we make it
we
vulnerable
had
to
it.
other people for them to pervert it. But if we are in an app that's developed by us for us, like Fubu, then we can control the narrative. But if nobody does it, we're vulnerable.
We had it though.
What was it?
Black
Oh,
Planet.
I, I
Y'all remember
yeah.
I've heard
Black
of it,
Planet?
but I never had
We
that.
we had it, bro. It
You're not
just
old enough to remember that. That's back in my granddad days. I remember that.
Oh, is this like
we had
MySpace
Black Planet,
time
but
or?
once Facebook came,
It was like
yeah,
Yeah.
it
MySpace.
was it was like it
What?
was MySpace, Facebook, Instagram,
Somebody
all in
revive
one. It
this.
was
Mm.
Bring this
Black
back.
Planet was the hub. And
Yeah, maybe that's what needs to
We
listen,
will
happen.
jump ship. Bring
Black
it
Planet
back.
was the hub. And what happened was remember what it was, desegregation. That's what happened on social network. Once Facebook came, Twitter came, Instagram, everybody felt like they had to be there instead of be on Black Planet. They felt
Okay.
like Black Planet was just
Segregated.
it's just a little small, yeah. So everybody stopped supporting the black business and they start spreading their love
Yeah.
everybody everywhere else. So I mean,
Mm.
it
I
just
mean, same
Black Planet was it.
same way, it was all about, stuff happening in the black community, Black Lives Matter, and all of a sudden it was just a whole bunch of other
Mm.
random lives mattering now.
Yeah, how do you
Mm-hmm.
know? I feel
Polka dot
like
lives matter, y'all.
there's a way that because there's certain things that only we know. You know how we could speak without speaking? We have special abilities. That's how you vet
Yeah.
at the door. That's how you weed out people who shouldn't be there. So like that's part of the process. If you make a new app, let's say there's a certain subset of questions that you
Mm.
have to know to be able to actually get inside of the application. Like if you can't pass the test to get in there, your black card is revoked. You don't get access.
I mean, that could be awesome. I heard that Isaac Hayes' son is currently creating a black social media platform. So I think it's like really small right now, but I think it's actually live up and running. A lot of people are trying to go that way because of the new changing
Right. It's the
hands with
climate is
TikTok. Personally, I already erased TikTok because it changed
right.
hands. So
Uh,
they're trying to go that way. So I'm like, I definitely would support his platform and join that.
I will say, like, just the biggest thing overall, as far as building something for Black people by Black people, it's the same thing that has always happened within our community. Like somebody has a great idea, they start it. You have initial
Right.
buy-in, and then the buy-in fades. We
Mm-hmm.
got to be consistent with that buy-in and keep it going
You're
and
right.
keep it growing,
You're
because
right.
that buy-in that buy-in just can't be a buy-in. It's got
Mhm.
to be a constant investment.
How do you keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, and price it like this. Like so, my civilian job, software developer. So the software life cycle is, let me get it right. You have the planning phase where you plan out everything. The design phase, making sure you meet all the user requirements. Then you have the testing phase after you build it, and everything you test it. But the longest phase in
Mhm.
this life cycle is maintaining. You have to constantly maintain the system, update the system, making sure it's stable and it keeps running. And that's the same way that it would need to happen for any type of
Right.
buy-in, like building something for us. Like
Mm-hmm.
we can plan it, we can design it, we can test it, get it going. But if you don't have that maintain that
Mhm.
constant buy-in, it's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna work
Yeah.
ever.
I feel like a lot
You're
of the
right.
times what would help with some of that is a lot of celebrity support and celebrity backing is what gets people to get interest into things. You know, if you get enough popular faces saying, "Oh, I'm on this platform," that's what gets interest into things. You know, if you get enough popular faces that help get interested,
You're right.
that's the bait sometimes, but you have to have something that keeps people interested
Mhm.
long term. And you have to figure out what that marketing strategy is, to keep people for long term.
And that's the thing. Like, if we would have our superstar black celebrities, the AA listers, that would come out and support these things without fearing the backlash or not wanting to say nothing or remaining neutral,
Mhm.
it'll be great. I'm not gonna name this name because it's gonna be a whole super demographic of we're just gonna say mostly black women that'll get mad at me if I say her name. But we know who I'm referencing. If she would ever come out and support,
Right.
Miss Hive, I'll give that clue.
Mhm.
Like, as soon as she came out and support, you wouldn't tell me
Right.
anything. I know this is about to be successful. I would just
What happened to Title?
Because I was gonna
Mhm.
mention her too.
What
You said
happened
what?
to Title?
Isn't it just a music platform?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it would be
Did she
bigger.
come out?
No,
Did she come out and support it though?
Yeah, that was her and Jay-Z's thing.
No, she didn't.
I thought
That's
it was
just her husband's project.
Uh,
One
There
thing,
you go.
he's trifling,
If
so
she if
there's
she would have
that.
came out and said something, you tell me
I think they had some. I think they had some like exclusive Beyonce stuff on Title,
It
like at a
started to
but
get
time.
there's
controversial, I think, because I don't know if it's they weren't asking permission from some of the artists or something like that,
there
so
was
they started to
a
have issues.
Mm,
So this is why it didn't get as
right.
big as it
okay.
should have gotten.
yeah. And
So I'll say this. They certain artists were mad that they didn't ask, but Apple Music didn't ask.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify didn't ask. They Jay-Z and Tidal took the same route that every other music. I love iHeartRadio. They took the same route that everybody else, but since they black, it's like, oh, you supposed to show me some. It's almost like you go to Cali and they
Mhm.
say, oh, you ain't check in.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Do you make white people check in? No, you
Mhm.
don't do that to everybody. You just do that to your people. So
Mhm.
I'm kind of torn on it. And y'all right about the exclusive stuff. They did have. I mean, that's where Jay-Z album
I,
dropped at
I,
first.
I,
At
Mm,
444 on Tidal.
I will say
So they had exclusive. They had exclusive, but how you gonna take up an issue with Jay-Z? And I get it. Don't get me wrong, I get it. But you ain't fight the other people as hard as you fighting him. Like it's the same way people asking for reparations now. When Obama was in office, y'all didn't ask him. Why you gonna keep begging the white presidents? The black president was there, and everybody forgot about reparations. They were just happy they had a black person. Like, we can't treat each other different
Yeah,
like
you're
that.
right. But
Stand on it. Let's stand on it. If you're gonna have the same energy with a black person, have the same energy with everybody
you're
else.
right.
But and that's part of what I was saying. Like, I agree, but I mean, like, there's a difference between having, like, hey, like, I have exclusive stuff, but then having, like,
Yeah,
Beyonce come out
brand
and say,
ambassador
hey,
is a
I
different
support
thing.
this.
And
Like,
marketing. Two different things.
Mhm.
that's a whole different. You can have exclusive stuff, but if that person comes out and say it,
Right.
you just automatically added
Mm-hmm.
a billion people. You just
Yep.
got a billion clients and customers.
Mm.
mm,
Like, and for that's a demographic. If Taylor Swift,
The influence.
the same way Taylor Swift comes out and, like, during these elections,
Mhm.
you know how much influence she's putting into this.
It's influence.
But you
It's
see, she's
influence.
coming out and speaking and stuff,
mm.
and,
Mhm.
like, there was hundreds of millions of people waiting for her to weigh in on multiple elections
Mm-hmm.
just to decide where they were going.
Which is asinine, but okay.
And we have multiple people in the black culture that has that same pull that just won't come out and speak.
You're right. They don't want to mess with their bag. They don't stand for nothing.
Because they got
Mhm.
other hand
Mhm.
endorsements,
There you go.
obligations. So even if Title were to become a big thing, it may have
Right.
been another obligation that Beyonce had to figure out, possibly.
But the thing is, she already
Man,
And that's why we don't have
she
that.
already
she
has
got $1 billion.
no.
If she don't make another dollar, she's straight.
I
Like,
mean, hey,
Mhm.
hypothetically just saying,
How many mouths she got to feed?
It don't
she
matter.
got a lot of kids.
She got like
If Mario, if
She
you
got 3
got
kids.
put into position, if you got put into position and somebody just gave you $250 million, $250 million, and you got ready to speak at a political thing, they say, hey, watch what you say. If you say the wrong thing, you'll never make another dollar. Will that make you sweat? When you go from 0 to 250 and you like, so I got this, I ain't gonna make no more though.
Okay.
Man, listen.
We saw what happened to Kanye West.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I KYDL, know your damn limits. I know my limits, but also I know my morals. I'm a rebellious person by nature sometimes. So if somebody tells me not to say nothing, I already got 250 million, and I'm not gonna make no more money. I know I can invest it. I know I'm gonna live well. Like I don't have to make no more money. I give it to my kids. Let them flip it.
Thank you.
Guess what I'm about to get on that stage and do? We about to have a good old time act a little wild.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear, because some of these people, Kevin Hart or anybody, bro, they feel like they're not going to be able to continue their careers. But you will save your people.
Exactly.
You will help your
integrity.
people.
About integrity.
like let's be honest. Whether you agree
All
with
money
Kaepernick or not, that's what he did.
Yep.
Whether you agree with him or not, that's what
That's
he
a
did.
fact.
He said, "Man, forget playing in the NFL. I'm standing up for my people." Then when he felt he done enough, he said, "Well, I want to go back and play." And they kind of said, "Nah, you can't play no more." So it is what it is. But he took a stand. It cost him a lot. But if everybody would have stood with him when he tried to stand at first, he probably would have got somewhere.
He definitely
See,
would
everybody
have.
started taking a knee. When he wanted to take a knee, nobody wanted, maybe a couple of players, but nobody really wanted to get with him. Then Trump got on the thing and say, anybody take a knee, fire that son of a bitch. Then everybody want to take a knee. Like, oh, you talking to us? Everybody, no, you should have been doing it when the man was doing it for, you know what I'm saying? Y'all left him hanging.
I mean,
We're not on the same accord.
Everybody here familiar with wrestling? A little bit,
Yeah.
You know who Stone Cold Steve Austin is?
Yes.
Okay. Like that's how I view it. Have that mentality. Like even though that might have been a persona he had on wrestling, but you knew he didn't give no F's. Like he gonna get in there, smash them beers, drink it, say whatever he want to the people, cause he stand by it. Like that's how I view it. Like, and people are just afraid. Like behind closed doors, like yeah, they'd be like, yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, don't do that. Get in the public eye. Tiny Tim.
It's just
Tom and Jerry, no time.
the system is not built. You got to pretty much make a new system in that regard, and it's going to take more than Beyonce and Kaepernick to do that. It's going to take everybody.
Right.
Hey, but that's a good
And they
start.
can do it.
Divided we
They can
fall.
do it, but
that's a good start.
They could do it, but
I don't know if we're at the point where we're too far gone to even manage to do it. I don't know.
You never too see that's that right there. That's why we can't move forward, because there's so many people in the defeated mind state. I'm
not saying I'm defeated, but
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's so many people already in the defeated mind state of what my vote gonna do, what my money gonna do, what my donation gonna do. Like it's so many people that feel like that. If you like it like that, that's perfect. Go ahead. There's so many people in the defeated mindset that they won't make a move.
Yeah.
There are some people, there's only a few people we need to turn us around. And the number one is Oprah. They won't do it.
Absolutely.
They won't do it. The amount of influence and resource, man, Oprah could get white folks to act right. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna
a rabbit
just
hole
being
right
honest
there.
with you.
Somebody
Oprah and Tyler.
Somebody just need to bring Michael Jackson back to life. That's what we need to do.
All right, cut it out, because that boy is in debt. We do not need him dancing around, and it's COVID and stuff going on. Nah,
we just somebody need to.
I mean, it'd be cool.
Hear me out. Somebody need to bring him back to life, drop him on top of the White House, let him moonwalk with the helicopters overhead. it's gonna make everybody in that building faint. Just gonna pass out.
Lord.
You tell them if you saw Michael Jackson moonwalking on the White House, you wasn't gonna pass out at home right now. Come on,
That would be so crazy.
you just gonna be,
What's the next question?
you go sit in the chair. It's just gonna be like this. Is that Mike?
Lord. So many people used to
What's the
pass
next
out.
question?
Yeah, we ain't gonna go there. Okay. The next question is about culture versus capitalism. So I want to talk about cultural ownership versus cultural sharing. Can culture truly be owned?
Mm,
Does commercialization water things down? Is mainstream acceptance validation
mm.
or exploitation? So let's talk about that.
So Mario, remember when you was telling me about the whole Black Lives Matter being sponsored by the white folks and they're making all that money
Oh
off of
yeah,
it? That's a prime example
I
right
remember
there.
that story. So yeah, basically what happened wasn't us. White people made a whole Black Lives Matter company. That was a movement, made money. As soon as the movement died down, every black person in the business lost money. The white people sold it. It got shut down.
They
They
killed a
kept all
lot of
that
the
money.
leaders of Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Hmm. Mascots.
Mhm.
That's all we are.
Yeah, they love a good scapegoat now.
Repeat the question.
Same thing as
I didn't hear it. I was
uh,
dealing with my
Oh,
kids.
culture versus capitalism. Can culture truly be owned? Does commercialization water things down? Is mainstream acceptance validation or exploitation?
and and I'll say the same thing as old buddy we talked about at the beginning. Tenderism. Right there. Nail on the head.
Mhm.
Mm.
He owned it.
Culture
What
can be
about
represented, but it can't be owned. Like we represent our
Mhm.
culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Other people try to represent it, but when they start acting, we know where they got it from. We know when we see somebody else
Mhm.
that's not skin folk doing this, like
Yeah.
popping their
Vanilla
head
Ice?
and turning their hair. We know where it comes from.
Uh-huh.
We know, you know what I'm saying? We know what's up.
Vanilla
But
Ice.
Yeah,
but
I
Y'all
think
know
you
the
see a
saying.
lot of that in
we
the
rep,
music industry.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
represent it. Oh yeah, especially the South Korea, that K-pop and all that.
Exactly.
Like, come on,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Mm.
Bootleg
absolutely.
R&B and
But
hip hop.
we represent it. We can represent it. Nobody else can represent it. Once somebody start pretending to be us, it get called out. We
Yeah.
can see it. But own it, we can't own it. Like it, unfortunately, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
The problem is we don't have the desire to be like other cultures. that's
Exactly.
the problem. Every other culture
Mm.
want to be like us. We have no desire to be Chinese. We don't have the desire to be out there like other than somebody getting a Chinese tattoo or learning some
I
kung
want a
fu.
kung fu shirt. I want a kung fu shirt with
Yeah,
the
but you don't
buttons
want
to
to.
the
It's
neck.
not like
You
you're
know,
trying to
with
be
the
Do you
Chinese
want to be?
though.
Do you want to be Chinese?
That's the
I mean,
difference.
I want to
You
be
appreciate the
What you
culture.
want? You
You're
want to
not
grow your
trying
hair
to
out?
appropriate.
Want your hair looking like a chip? That what you want?
yeah.
what was that black dude on Rush Hour with the cornrows? He was cool. Don Cheadle. When Don Cheadle was in there, I was
So a
like,
black
okay,
man owning a
Yeah.
Chinese restaurant,
You
I'm pretty
think
sure.
you think Don Cheadle dressed like that on Saturdays? No, that's
he
a
might.
movie role. I'm talking about real life, cuz.
Yeah.
Do
I
we
mean, for
we
me,
don't generally, I'm gonna say generally, we don't no, close that door. We don't inspire to be like other people. We don't.
no, we
Everybody
definitely aren't parasitic, but we are willing to at least learn, not adapt, but just learn and see about
yeah,
other cultures.
And I mean,
absolutely.
you made a valid
Yeah.
point. Like, like I would say the predominant culture that does mimic us, and this is solely my view, this does not represent anybody else, are
Mhm.
Asians.
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all have ever seen do y'all know who Alton Sterling is? I think that's his last name.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard it. That
Alton
sounds
Brown.
familiar.
Alton
Yeah.
Brown, I think his name.
Yes.
Food Network.
Yes.
There you
Mhm.
go. Food Network got it.
Okay.
And he's sitting there, and I think it's another Caucasian woman or either Asian. I can't remember what nationality she was. And they were talking about somebody was cooking fried chicken. It was an Asian cooking fried chicken on the contest.
Mm.
And she's like, and she said something, if I remember correctly, to the manner of like, either Asians created fried chicken or Asians make the best fried chicken. And Alton corrected her immediately. He's like, "Do you know why that is?"
Mm.
And she's like, "Why?" She's like, he was like, during the Korean War, the Koreans learned from black chefs how to make fried chicken, and they
And that's
took
a
that back
fact.
home. And that's how Asians learned how to cook fried chicken. And on a more subjective, outside of objective, because the last part was objective, more subjective, I personally think outside of black people, Asians make the best fried chicken.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Dude, bro,
Yeah.
they make good ass fried chicken, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what they. I don't know. Yeah, they do, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't no hater. I give it to them, bro. They make some. They got a place right up the street from here, man. It's just the name of the place is Barbecue Chicken. That's the name of the place.
BB.Q?
Is it? Huh?
BB.Q?
That's it. And it's some Asian people own it, and I'm telling you, that's some of the best fried chicken I ever ate, man.
Yes. We had one open in San Antonio when I was stationed down there. When I tell you, I don't know how they made the sauce taste so good. It was like, and the chicken was so good, but the chicken was still so crispy. And you know it's hard to do that when you put sauce on chicken and it gets soggy. That chicken tastes like it just came out the fryer, had a crunch to it. Boy, woo!
Yeah, that place is good, bro. So, I mean,
I don't know. For me, it's kind of about erasure because I really don't mind people adapting things and stuff that they find from our culture. I think it's a good thing. You know, they're learning new things and it's making their lives better. My problem is about them claiming it as their own and pretending like they didn't get it
Right.
from us when they did. Because they'll sit here and perform something, whatever, and act like, oh no, yeah, we just created this. No, you didn't. We've been doing this since the 19th century. But now you're going to sit here and tell these people that this is yours. That's the same thing they did with country music. That's the same thing they did with rock and roll. That's what they try to do with blues. Like, we created these things, and it's fine that you enjoy it. You know, you should enjoy it. But don't pretend like we didn't create it and don't give us credit for these things. And then you get nasty and act like we shouldn't even be doing it because look how nasty they got when Beyonce came out with her country album. Who is from Texas, so if she's country, she can get. And you're mad at her for creating a country album when black people is the ones who created country music. But you're like, oh, she's not country. She shouldn't be singing country music. Why shouldn't she be singing her ancestors' music? For why?
Mhm.
What's the
That's a
Yep.
reason?
fact.
And then they get mad when you start breaking out like, oh, a black person wants to be alternative, so they start doing rock music. Oh, you shouldn't be doing rock music. You shouldn't be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We created rock and roll. You ever heard of Chuck Berry? What is it, Mama Thorpe or whatever? These people are the ones who created this style of music. But then you try to gatekeep the style of music that you didn't
Amazing.
even create. Does that make sense?
What y'all think about Jack Harlow's new album cover when he had that comment hat on, the little beanie with the buffs on,
It wasn't good enough for me to care about.
looking like I'm just thinking about like the concept, like that's completely trying to captivate black culture. Like it looked like Common. Like he was trying to be Common. He had that Common hat on, some tinted shades,
Oh,
little earring. I don't know. Jack Harlow to me, he's good, but is that only because he's
Mm.
portraying as somebody else?
okay. This. So the way I would look at it is like, not that, Jack Harley makes some money. He do okay for himself, but I don't think he's good enough for it to matter. So most black people won't care, and even it's up to you to decide if you care enough or not. But like, it'd be different if like Eminem did that because he's relevant enough for it to make a difference. Like, okay, like hold on.
Well, I feel like you can't set a tone on
That's why I said.
what's something stolen or not. It's stolen. It
That's
is
why I
what it
said. Like,
is.
but that's why I said like it's all relative to the person. Like for me, like who is Jack Harlow?
But you see a lot of artists like that until they get,
I
until
feel
they get to that point of Eminem and they don't imitate
you
anymore.
well,
Mm-hmm.
Then it's just like, okay, that was never really
right.
you, because Eminem was on some shit too. I mean, some stuff too.
But
Colin, he had some crazy stuff going on before then.
drugs.
Okay, everybody does drugs over there on that side. Apparently, the celebrity side, but we're not gonna get into that. But if you go back, there's some things circulating like back in the day. Eminem got caught saying the N word and talking about this black girl he used to date.
Mm-hmm.
That's old stuff.
I
You
mean,
gotta, just the history of it.
anybody that done seen him, almost certain that he done let it slip a few times. Not even a slip. He done said it.
Yeah,
That dude from
I'm
Detroit.
just saying,
He was saying that around his homeboys. They know that.
probably so.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's a fake it till you make it mentality in some cases because you have people like Jack. Now, if he does get to a higher point in his career to where it's just like, okay, he's solidified, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
happening.
are we gonna still get the
It's not
same?
happening.
I'm just saying if it does. Don't he's not that good to me, but I'm just saying like if he don't doubt him. Don't doubt him. If he does
I
reach
mean,
that
he
point.
alright, but too many people
Yeah.
ride the wave, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know why Beyonce. I don't know what bought her, what motivated her to do
I
a
know
country
what.
album, but she did,
I know.
and it should.
It's clear.
I mean, if you like it, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, whatever. But
Right.
there's people like Post Malone. He rode
Yeah.
the hip hop wave, and it got him to where he wanted. Then he dropped it off and said, I'm gonna do country.
Exactly.
Right? It's too many people. You got Travis Kelce, all right? He had a black girl.
Oh,
He rode the wave, right? Until he just felt like, I'm gonna go this way.
he got that Swifty.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
ain't rocking with it no
You
more.
you can say
money wise, I understand, but he wasn't hurting.
He was
wasn't
trying
hurting.
to
Bad.
secure
So I'm
his
just
Yeah.
retirement because
can say
he only
machine.
exclusively
I
dated
mean,
black women until it was
About the
time for him to
bag.
retire, and he's like, "Yeah,
well,
I can't play
the
no
right
more,
white one
so
became
I
alone.
need a
I
bag."
can't listen.
Mhm.
The right one came along. So, but I'm saying a lot of people ride the wave until they don't have to. They get high enough. They don't need to ride it no more. They good. So
Mhm.
You can say Machine Gun Kelly. Granted, he didn't get high at all, but he rode the hip hop rap,
he rode the wave. He rode
and then he came out with alternative punk rock, whatever you want to call it, and that's what he's been on since.
Mhm.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer exchanging blood with Megan Fox.
That's
You
what
like
they
it? I
be
love
doing.
it.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I ain't know about
I
that.
guess.
I don't know if they still do it or not, if they still together, but they each wore a vial of their partner's blood on their neck.
Oh, that's
on a
like
necklace.
Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton was doing stuff like that.
Yeah, like some
Oh,
Yeah,
Billy
they
Bob.
was drinking each other's blood. Some freaky crap.
Queen of the Damn. Okay.
Mm,
69 God.
Freaky.
yeah. All right. Now I want to talk about generational differences.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I think most of us, actually, I don't know. I think it would be better to just for each of us just to say which generation we're in. I'm a millennial. Whoever want to go next can
No,
go.
I'm a millennial also.
I'm a baby boomer.
God damn.
What about you, Pixter?
I'm 43. I don't know what all
You
this shit
you
is.
a
What is
you a
what is
millennial. You're a millennial.
it?
What about you, G?
Bro, I ain't connected to that shit like that.
I'm from never mind. Uh I'm a baby boomer, I guess. I
Ain't no
don't
way
know.
y'all are baby
Shoot.
boomers unless y'all 80 years old.
Yes.
I think both of
What
y'all are
what's my
Gen
thing?
Z.
See, he
If
ain't
you're
connected
if
either.
you're
He ain't
Oh, Gen
born
connected
Z.
either.
after
But
'95,
I
quit
never
laughing at me.
you're a Gen Z.
First
I'm
of
a
all,
baby boomer.
I'm in
Older than
95. I'm in 95. So what am I?
You're a
You're a
millennial.
cusp. You're a millennial. You're a
There we
millennial.
go. I'm a
Yes, you're a
cusp.
cusp.
I'm a
You're a
cusp.
millennial.
I was born
I'll
I
take
was
that.
born in the 40s. That's why they call me granddad, and I know I'm a baby boomer. I know what I'm talking about here.
Okay. Born in the
So
40s. All right.
so I knew baby boomer was old as hell. I knew
Yeah,
that, but
exactly. Baby
I
boomers
don't.
old. That's like grandparents
Baby
age.
boomers. So the term baby boomer came from whenever World War II ended and all the soldiers came back, and there was a boom in the population.
Oh, they was smacking cheese.
Basically,
They've been gone for.
the population growth
Gotcha.
skyrocketed right after then. So baby
Gotcha.
boomer.
Okay. I want to talk about respectability politics versus authenticity, like old school values versus modern expression. Because I think a lot of people from older generations have this mentality that, you know, like kids, they're meant to be seen and not heard. You have to respect your elders no matter who they are and what they do. If they're older than you have to respect them. It should be yes, miss this, yes, ma'am this, yes, sir this, things like that. If you walk into a room, you need to speak to people even if you don't know them, and there's all these certain things that precedents that older generations have, whereas newer generations don't. They still have manners and stuff like that, but it's just not to the level of the other people. I think a lot of things that the older generations had stemmed down from slavery and them not feeling like they ever were respected, you know, them being called boy and stuff like that made them want to have a certain level of respect with each other. Like, I want to be Miss This because I've been called girl and boy for most of my life, even though I was an adult. So I think that mentality started with them. So they started that precedence. And I think now people don't really care that much. As long as you're being respectful, they don't care about things like that. As long as there's a mutual respect and a politeness, I don't think people take it that seriously. But for previous generations, they're very serious about things like that. You best not walk in a room and don't speak to people, especially somebody who's older than you. So, what are y'all thoughts on that?
I'm Southern. That's just
Yeah,
hospitality right there.
there you go.
That's how we were raised. Like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir, to anybody older than us. And like you said, when you walk in the room, you speak. You don't wait for everybody to say hello to you. You walk, you enter in the room. They've been there already, so you enter the room, say hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Um, I don't think people are really holding their kids today because you know I work with kids a lot, and I have to tell the kids that I train like, man, you did this? Yeah, yeah. Who you talking to? Oh, yes, sir. Or yes, coach. Or like, you know, and I like it starts at home. You know, when I first got with my wife, she her kids were like that, and I was like trying to tell them like, man, don't talk like that. And she tried to tell me, she was like, you know, they not there yet. They're not really on there. I said, but they about to get there. But I ain't about to deal with them like if they ain't there. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So I think it's kind of this generation, they don't really respect a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a big gap in respect. They don't respect a lot.
That's
And
true.
it's I don't know, like the older generations, it was just ingrained in us. Like they wouldn't let us make it. You just could not disrespect an adult. You liable to say something crazy to an adult and see a slap from 10 people. Like
Yep.
they ain't let like you'll say something to an adult and everybody say, who you talking to?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody will turn and look at you like they just didn't let you make it. And we
I
don't
got
have
this.
that. Was that?
Yeah, like you could not
You
say
like I got.
what. You couldn't say lie. You had to say somebody's telling a story. Don't dare say what. You had to
Yeah.
say yes.
You
Don't
couldn't, man.
don't say huh? Excuse me? Yes, ma'am.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
If you could hum, you could hear. You can't. You could know what you couldn't do. You couldn't. If your mama grab her key, your dad goes, Dad, where you
Right.
going? You could not ask your parent
No.
where they going.
It's like none of your
Who you talking to?
business. Stay in a child's place.
Yeah. Oh, mom, how was work? Man, you better get the hell out of my face. Work was work. It's stuff that like kids do today. Like, ain't no way.
Yeah,
They couldn't have grew up with us. Ain't no way.
No.
and that's why, like, even though I may agree with very minimal but certain aspects of gentle parenting, I will not believe in that wholeheartedly at all. Because
Mm-mm.
It
that's
don't work.
that's why the kids act the way they do now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
It
know,
don't work.
they sit there, they watch all this social media, they watch these streamers. Like, I don't know if y'all in it, well, y'all on Twitch, so you probably know who Rakai is. Absolute perfect example.
Mhm.
Screenshot of, you know who Rakai is, pick, right?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely perfect example of what today's, like, the Gen Zers are as far as kids.
I agree with that.
Because he is reckless with his
Yeah.
mouth. And
Mhm.
because of gentle parenting, the kids don't have any fear instilled in them. And that was one thing. Because you knew if you said or did the wrong thing, you was fearful for your life.
Right.
You was sleeping with one eye open, or if you got in trouble, and that was the scariest thing. If you got in trouble and you
Mm-hmm.
didn't get
It was
You
coming
didn't get
quick.
popped
spanking right
quick.
away. No, if you didn't get that spanking right away, oh, you was scared for like a good until it happened. You
Mm-hmm.
was tiptoeing around that house.
Yep. Just
You
waiting
didn't
for
breathe
it.
too heavy. You was looking
Yeah.
around corners, checking, run,
Well, you could get a whooping from your aunt.
run to the
Mm-hmm.
back.
Auntie bust your ass and call your mama. Hey, I had to bust his ass. You're like, fuck, now she gonna whip me now.
Uh-huh.
Like,
You sitting there
why can't you stay here?
like
Like, I got it already. Like,
stop talking too much. Keep it in the house.
Exactly. Because don't let you
The
say
first thing
something.
that happens, you get a whooping, and then you hear that phone call happen. They start talking. You be like, dang. Then call
yeah,
grandma,
he come now. He
grandma,
coming in here now. Yeah, I'm gonna get with him.
Mm-hmm.
uncles, aunts.
Mhm.
Boy,
Bro, what's up? What's up with these kids and like they don't eat no food? Like I don't eat mashed potatoes. Like what?
the DoorDash. It's the DoorDash politics. That's what I call it. The DoorDash society. People,
I don't eat that.
the kids.
I don't eat chicken with bones in it.
Yeah, the kids that got used to DoorDash, they don't get the home cooked meal no more.
This generation is completely different from us. They not
You
like
know
us.
why? But you know why? You know why? Because they got too much choice.
Yeah,
They got too
exactly.
much choice. Remember if your parents told you how to wear your hair.
Mm-hmm.
Remember if you just had some bright idea like I want to wear my hair like this, and your mama just look at you. All right, never mind. Don't worry about it.
You knew what was up.
Yeah,
You knew it was up.
you be like,
But
never
Exactly.
mind.
Yo,
I didn't mean it.
yeah,
you didn't even have to
exactly.
say nothing. You just
But
get a
kids
look. You be
today,
like, yeah. Let me backtrack on that
bro,
one.
even when we was eating like pizza or McDonald's, that was a delicacy, man. That was a good night if we got some damn
Yeah.
fast food. Like
Can we get
nah, it's like
It's vibes.
Do you got
Blockbuster
McDonald's
movies,
money?
blockbuster games,
hey, smart kid,
McDonald's.
smart kid. Hey, can we get McDonald's? Can you get the hell out of my face?
Do you got McDonald's
That's
money?
how that went.
Do you got
That's how
McDonald's
that
money?
went.
Or we
Your mama won't even answer
You got
you.
McDonald's money.
You drive by, you coming up on it, you probably like 0.5 until you pass. You asking her and she just quiet.
or they
And then she passed it all the way.
or they
Boy, you hurt.
or they hit you with the we got McDonald's at the house.
Yeah.
We'll make you a
Yeah.
sandwich.
Shit, she ain't never said that.
Me used to say that all the time.
Yeah,
Then try to go cook me a damn burger. Man, this is not what I McDonald's. They got a toy in there with the
I got a toy for your ass. That's what she would have said.
oh.
That's how they talk. That's how they used to talk. And if you can't say that, that is a prime example of you cannot say that these days. They say everything for
No
your
diddy.
ass. Like, we're like, yeah, no diddy. Like, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna do your ass. Like, just saying stuff. Like, what do you mean?
Yo.
You ain't never had a whooping. You ain't never had a whooping where they say every whooping word for word. Did
Right.
I tell you not to? And then they start stuttering.
They
gotta run it back. Shit.
Whipping last 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just
whooping you.
Be quiet if I give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
They done felt so
that never
bad for the
made sense
whooping.
to
Talking
me.
about some. Oh, you wanna go to Blockbuster and get a game?
Yeah. Then they ask you if you hungry. I asked for McDonald's earlier before you slapped me in the head.
I used to hate it. I would get whoopings because I'd be laughing too much, and my grandma this how I always knew it was coming because it'd be me and my cousin be sitting there joking and laughing, just having a good time. Not nobody, just in the room. Next thing you know, you just hear from somewhere around the house. You laughing at now, you're gonna be crying later. Next thing you know, like 3 hours later, we get whoopings for no reason.
Oh, dang.
Just because we laughing.
Y'all making too much noise.
I got a question since we on this topic right now. We sound like we pretty much all had a upbringing around this. Do y'all think that was trauma?
Nah. Nah,
Do you think that was abuse?
nope.
Being honest. Do you think it was?
It is.
I,
You can acknowledge that it is. Just I feel like for
Right.
us as Black people, we have to learn how to communicate.
Right.
I feel like certain things could have been done with a conversation
Agree.
versus you getting the ass whooping and you not knowing why you're getting the
Mhm.
ass whooping. That's abuse.
yeah.
Because you don't
Right.
even know what you did wrong. How do you better yourself if you don't know what you
Right.
did wrong? You don't. You do the same
Mhm.
shit. You keep getting
Exactly.
So I'll put this out there. I won't say it's traumatizing. I won't say it's abuse. To the eyes of the people today, all that is
Mm,
upon, all that what we just laughed about, which
yeah.
was our upbringing, our culture. That people look at that today like, yeah, you broken, like you was
Mm,
abused. That's what you say. That's what you say. But I know how to
Right.
maneuver now because of what I've been through and what I
Mhm.
had. You know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Me personally, I'll say like, yeah, some of those situations could have been handled better as far as communication. Um,
Mhm.
and everything's relative, so this is more subjective. Me as a person, I don't feel like it was abuse. I feel like it was building of character. Like I wouldn't be the same person or move the way I do now, or interpret or pay attention or do certain things or just be more aware of myself if it wasn't for those situations happening. Um, like and like for me, abuse is when you take it too far. Like because it was always for me, it was always to the point of like once the point was gotten across to me, like okay, cool. Granted, I know I had some points where I was like I said, rebellious nature. So I I did press some buttons myself too. Like I was making sure I was pressing them buttons like a dispatch operator sometimes. But
Mm,
it all helped in the long run. And that's what's missing nowadays. Like why you have all these young kids having these guns, feeling like they can say what they want to whoever, jumping on people just because, beating on ladies, pregnant women, just in general, just feeling like they need to be this persona because they have way too much freedom. They don't have checks and they don't have the checks
Mhm.
and balances in their life that we had.
Right.
So if nobody's checking for them, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna push that limit as far as they
Right.
want it to go because they feel
Mhm.
entitled. But the one thing
Mhm.
the one
mm.
thing that we never felt like when we grew up was entitled to
Mhm.
anything because we knew
Yep.
better.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think it's just a fact of
Not even stuff in your room.
Yep.
My mama was
yeah.
quick to come in there and say, I'm playing my PlayStation. Turn it off. Man, that's my PlayStation. You can't tell me. My daddy bought me that. It's my
Mhm.
electricity. It's my house.
Yep.
Turn it off.
Mhm.
Granted,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Who's really being a parent, current age. I feel like a lot of times you have moms that are like, what, 10, 15 years apart from their kids. Like they're pretty much siblings at a point.
Yeah.
Like how are you raising somebody and you gotta raise yourself? Like you don't.
I mean
Mhm.
Like,
that's not always the case. I wouldn't say it's the age difference. It's how they maneuver the age difference because it's more times than not what
I mean,
because I've seen
it's not always the it's not always the case in a lot of situations, but that could be a
yeah
factor. I'm not saying that it's always a
it-
case. Nothing's never always going to be the
yeah I
case.
think it's more so mentality
But
because you do have those parents that play the friendship role
Right.
and then the kids think that we're friends
mhm,
and then you do see the some parents they have the 15-16 year age difference but they act like a parent and not like a friend.
Mhm.
yeah, it's scenarios like that, but I feel like it goes in the favor.
Yeah.
You could have an old ass grandma that's raising you. She could that's a big age difference,
Mhm.
but she just may not be able to parent you like she needs to.
Mhm.
And your grandma can whoop you, but if she got fur alarms, she ain't doing no
But I
damage.
promise you, if it's a big age
You
difference,
know,
she gonna call somebody she know can whoop you now, cause that done
Yeah.
happened to me.
I've
Was
seen
young. Me young, bro. Me used to bust
hey,
me.
hey, I seen grandmas put in work,
Yeah,
but they it's so different now because the kids are just they're wired differently. They don't have respect to like they don't respect their grandma.
No.
They
Right.
taking money out the purse. I would never do nothing like that. Regardless of how I feel about my grandma, whatever, like I'd never take no money out of the purse.
yeah,
And that's just out of respect. I think some things are just wired into you,
and
and that's
Me
just a
wasn't even
lack of.
40 when I was born, bro.
yeah, yeah,
She
Oh
wasn't even.
man.
and like
Yeah, me had my mama when she was 19. My mama had me when she was 19, and
Okay. Okay.
me ended up raising me. Like I say, it was
Yeah.
Me, Kobe, and Jamal at the house with your mom and
Yeah.
Jerry, Mary Rose. We all was up in there, and my mom, and she raised me, man. She the one that she loved me though, man. I was her first
Yeah.
grandchild, but she was hard on me, man. She just,
Yeah.
she know I needed that. And I wasn't
Yeah.
a bad kid, like she didn't stay on me like that. But whenever it was time, it was time. And that's kind of like what I did with my kids. And
Mhm.
people would say that I was abusing my kids. I'll be transparent.
So
Like,
you can attest to it. So how do you feel like? Because we all got that one family member where it's just like it don't matter. It don't matter how many ass whoopings you get. You just gonna be you.
right.
Some people you just can't change.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for you, like you were trying to get to a certain point, and of course, family helped you with that. You know, Mimi did help you with that. Do you feel like? I feel like sometimes you got to have it in you too. It's not. I hate when people say like or feel like they're the reason for your success because you have to be willing to take the steps to do that. Nobody can be accountable for getting you to a point. They can show you a way, but you also got to be willing to do the work to get there.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I
You know?
mean, I mean, success or failure, it's all on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Like there's plenty of people that's made something of themselves and they've been held down by their family. They've been abused. I mean,
Hmm.
I know it's just a movie, but I think it may be a true story. But the Antoine Fisher,
yeah,
look at what he
Yeah.
been through. Look at you know what I'm saying? His family, look at what they did. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And he still made some of himself. And so success or failure, it ain't over till you say it's over.
hmm
You
Yeah.
can be, you know what I'm saying? So even if you're in a household where you're being abused and stuff like that, if you can live and make it through there, then the world is yours. It's up to you what you want to do after you survive that.
Yeah.
but I raised my children the same way that I was raised. And
Mm.
people say that. People have a pet peeve about that. Like, you can't raise your kids the same way. They living in a different time. That's true. That's true. But your morals have to stay core. Like they have to
Yeah.
stay rooted.
Mm-hmm.
So my kids would do something and I say, hey, sit your ass down. They go running
Yeah.
across again. I get up, put the belt on them. My mom, everybody, my ex-wife, man, you too quick on them kids. You too. So I'm supposed to let them run around till they break something. Now I'm getting up to whip them. Now I'm angry. That's where the abuse
Yeah.
comes.
hmm
If you whip them when they're wrong, that's the lesson. But now if I say sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, now a window broke. Now I'm pissed. That's
Hmm.
gonna cost me money, right? Now I'm whipping you with anger, like behind these whips.
whipping that
Like
anger. Yeah,
no,
yeah, no.
right? So I only speak one time.
Yeah.
One time. Hey man, sit your ass down. Keep running. Get up. Pop. I did them exactly how I was done. My man, Mimi didn't talk to me 5, 6, 7. She loved me, but she loved me enough to not let me run her around. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, and she used to talk to me after she whipped me. She'd be like, man, all that shit I do for you, I bought you a Nintendo. I feed you all this food. I take you to rent games every weekend. Like, you gonna do me like that? I just asked you to just clean up. And you like, and I started to get it, like, okay, like, yeah, she taking care of me. I gotta do better. Like
Yeah.
this soft parenting, and like you said, it's some people that they're just gonna be who they're gonna be. You gotta be harder on them.
Yeah,
You can't give
That's
up.
true.
You got to be harder on them. You got to let them know, hey, I'm standing on business. You think you about to piss me off? You think you about to? It's gonna be one way, but nah, it's gonna be my way. You a parent, man. Your whole job. I don't know why people in this day and age feel different than that. You are a parent. If you have children, it's your job to think for your children. It's your job to lead your
Mm-hmm.
children. You don't ask your children every now and then you could say, hey, what you want to eat tonight? Every now and then. But not, you don't give them a choice to where whenever you start saying stuff, they're like, nah, I don't eat that. Nah, I don't eat that. Nah, you ain't buying the groceries because they don't eat this. You ain't now you restricted
Yeah.
because of what they want and what they don't want or don't want. No, you the parent. Hey, we'll be eating tonight. Food. That's what I used to hear when I was
Yep.
a kid.
That's
That's what
exactly.
I used to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It could be me about to order a pizza for them, and I'm still gonna tell them, "What we like, food?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they need to know, like, okay, I need to stop asking that.
Mm,
Yep.
Today, man, it's too much. The parents do want to be the kids' friend.
mhm.
Yep.
They do,
Mm.
and that's because it's not really a social life out there anymore. Everything is so quick and
Yeah.
instant. Texting. You know how many times we get text happy birthday and stuff? Somebody call, hey man, how you doing? Happy birthday, bro. Like you don't get that no more. You get the text.
That's true.
You get the email or the Instagram shout out or you know what I'm saying? People ain't
The
social like they
Facebook posts.
yeah, people ain't social like they used to be when we came up. So now
Yeah.
sometimes people's best friend is their kids. And
Mm.
that's a dangerous road, man. Because the kid
Yeah.
can't tell when you being a friend or when you being a parent.
Mhm.
You're a friend so much when you raise their belt, they're like, I'll be damn. Who is you?
I thought you was my boy. You whooping me?
Exactly. So you can't that's a fine line. You can't be on that. You really can't be on that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'd be big on the communication, but like for me, it's like we get real medieval with the wall sits. Like I'm not finna ask you no second time. Like she know what's up, but I don't know. I don't like the best friend situation, and I don't like how people be like, oh well. I've seen situations where I've talked to women and be like, yeah, my son, that's my man right there. I think that's sick.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I
you
know
can't
that you don't mean it that
Some people
way,
do mean
do
it
that.
that
but
way.
it's just the mentality of it.
Weird.
Yeah, it's just the mentality of it. Like,
Can't do that. You know why? You know why? Forget about the
Right.
parent. It's unfair to the child.
mm,
Mm,
It's unfair to the child to say, hey, you my little man. You gotta protect the house.
yeah,
He a child.
yeah,
I don't care if he's 2 or 12 or 15, he's a child.
mhm.
You should never put your child
crazy.
in a position, you know what I'm saying? You should never have a little girl like you the woman. You're like, you gotta cook. You gotta cook for us.
No,
Cooking should be something you passing on to the child and teaching the child and guiding her.
Mhm.
You shouldn't be like, yeah,
as a
go fix the hamburger.
not
Help.
like
I'm watching
yeah,
TV.
not
No, you don't do
you
that.
got to iron my clothes and like all that.
Yeah.
Nah, as
No,
as an independent person, this is what you need to learn, but not as oh, as a woman, this is what
Yeah.
you're meant.
A
No,
lot of
no,
people have kids
no.
just to have them do those type of things. Like, oh, this is the reason why I had kids. Like, what? To make them your personal slaves? Where they do that at?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like,
It's just a whole lot of sick things in this. Like people have a reason to be parents. Like, oh, I felt a void in my life, so I'm just gonna have a kid just to fill the void. Or
Man.
the man that's just out here just having babies just to procreate for no reason.
mhm.
man,
Yeah.
speaking of that, some men, I'm about to blow the doors off the hinges. Some men,
What?
the doors, bro, the doors.
Nah, I ain't mean it like that. I'm just ready for you to say what you about to say.
Some men really just be impregnating women
Mm.
just to let other people know they slept with that woman.
Yep.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Some,
It's like a market territory,
Mhm.
huh?
There you
man,
go.
listen,
Just like a dog
some
just like
Mm.
the dog who
some
picks on the side
dudes
of the house.
they look
There
at
you
it
go.
as trophies, right? And they feel like I'm connected to her forever now.
Bruh.
And
Soul
Yeah.
a
ties.
woman, sometimes some women mindset so simple, they like, nah, we just got this child between us. When she 18, we ain't got no more connection. Nah, he is connected to you for life. Anytime they mention this child, they gotta mention, well, who's the mother?
Right.
Who's the father? If something happened to that
Mhm.
child, who's the mother? Who's the that child need a
Yeah.
lump? Who's the mother? Who's the father?
Mhm.
Men know that. Men know that. And they like, yeah, I'm connected to her for life now.
Bruh.
Like
That,
it's a machismo thing.
that's a trap.
For some men, not all men. You gotta watch how you talk.
And,
Like
and you know,
not every
you got to phrase it this way because that's not a
Mm.
man, that's a boy.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Your age don't make you grown.
That's
There you
It's
true.
the way you handle business,
There you go.
and that's not. I look at all them guys that's like a they. I feel like mainstream media trying to make that popular now. I think they're trying to trick us black men into making these broken homes. They keep
Oh
putting
yeah.
Cam Newton up there. They keep putting Nick
Believe
Cannon up there. They
it.
keep putting
Future.
some of these players up there. Yeah, I'm like, bro, y'all don't respect y'all meat. Y'all hitting
Mhm.
everything raw, and y'all making all these babies.
Mhm.
Like that's not cool.
You're
That
using
is
your meat too much.
the money don't matter. I don't care how much millions of dollars you got.
Mhm.
You're not there for those.
Moldy
No.
meat.
trifling. It's
Yeah,
trifling for real. Because you can never
crazy.
be fully there for any of those kids. Like Nick Cannon got like 12 kids.
Probably more than
because
You can't. You cannot.
It's different if you had
That was
12
my
with
whole
one
thing, right?
mother, because then that's the only one house stop you have to do. He got like 7 baby mothers. Future got like 8 baby mothers. It's no way you could spend time equally in between all of these kids because you got to go to so many different houses. Like each kid getting half an hour with you during holidays, maybe. Like that
uh,
that that
I,
He ain't
don't
seeing them
work.
kids.
eating.
I'll say this: as a grown man today, when I think about my childhood, I know who had money and who didn't have money, but that was not important to me when I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The time that people spent or didn't
Mm,
spend with me, that's all I think about as a man. That's all I think
Mhm.
about. I don't never think about who put money in my hand or who, you know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? I think when I think about my dad, he had a whole lot of money. I never got any. I don't think about that. I think about how the only thing he really taught me was how to box. And that was an ego thing. When I was a kid, I was a coward. I wasn't no tough guy out there, you know what I'm saying? When I had been raised by women for 8 years up until I went to live with my dad. So I went and I was playing football outside in the field with the rest of the hood. And a kid, like I was running, I was real good. Not bragging, but I was just doing my thing. And they said, you know what? Next play, grab his ass. They got tired of me cutting up. And they grabbed me and they pulled me by the sidewalk and slammed me on the sidewalk. And I ran in the house crying. My dad was laying on my bed, looking out the window, looking at us. And he seen it. So by the time, before I
Mm.
even grabbed the door opened. And he was pissed. He seen them handle me. He's like, you go back out there and you whip everybody ass that picked you up and slam you on that concrete. I said, I can't do it. He said, why not? I said, I'm scared. He said, you better go beat their ass. I said, Dad, I can't do it. I'm gonna lose. He said, you gonna fight me or you gonna fight them? He said, you damn sure gonna lose if you fight me. I said, I told him, I said, Dad, I don't know how to fight. So I said, I can't fight.
That's
And
real.
he got pissed and he took me to my uncle's house. He was like telling his brother, he's like, man, you know, Demetrius, he can't even fight. And his uncle told me, say, well, what you expect him to be like you? You a fighter. My dad done full contact karate and boxing, all that. And he's like, what you expect just because that's your son? You didn't teach him nothing. He been around his mama, his grandma. Like, you got to teach him how to be a man. And he taught me how to fight. My dad actually taught me how to kill. It hurt his ego that he taught me. I was 8 years old. He taught me stuff that an 8-year-old do not need to know. But his ego was hurt. Like he was like, nah, ain't no son of mine gonna be like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's part of him just like not being there for me.
Mm.
I've been living for 8 years. You ain't never thought like, hey, bro, I need to spend some time with my son. I need to, you know. I was decent in football, but I learned that from playing football. I was decent in baseball, basketball, but he didn't teach me none of that. He took all the credit, but he didn't work with me at all. He spent no
Yeah.
time with me. If my dad was on the phone or he was just sitting there watching TV and I tried to talk to him, he'll get irritated. He'd be like, "Go outside and play." If I was punished, he'd be like, "Oh, you punished? You ain't going outside." If I just sat down and try to talk to him, he'd be like, "Man, go outside." that's you know that's part of my life, my upbringing, and that's why I spend so much time with my kids. I spend so much time with them to where I bother them. Like
Oh
I'd be in their
man.
room just bothering them. They'd be like, "Oh my gosh, like go, go," and I'd be like, "All right, I'll just hey." So even to what you said, G, like your daughter, she knows it's no games being played, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I would encourage you to listen as much as you talk. Listen to the kids got yeah, the kids got shit to say, and we gotta yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's one
You
of the
got you
things
got
I
to talk
regret
to them
about my
like
upbringing
people. You can't
is
just tell
that
them what to do.
nobody really listened to him. I
We
didn't have
done,
a voice,
yeah, we done had enough of that
you know.
growing up.
So
I
I
learned
learned to.
from that.
That's how I learned to be a father. Like I listen to what my kids say. I ask them all the time. "Hey,
Mhm.
everything going good at school?" "Yes, sir." Nobody
Yeah.
messing with you, right? No, nobody. Listen, you could tell me I ain't gonna go to school cutting up. We can handle it a different way, but I need to know. And that's how I do them. Like I
Yeah.
never had nobody asking me
Mhm.
that. Like you know,
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. Just to be able to have that conversation, because I feel like some kids
Right.
don't feel like they can, you
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
Mm. Or
They
judge
be
me.
scared to come to you because it's like, you know,
There was
are
no
they
way
gonna believe
possible back
me?
then I could have
Or
told
are
my
they gonna
dad I didn't know how to
overreact?
fight.
Or
He was such a
Mhm.
proud fighter, you know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
standing in the shadow. How do I say, hey, I don't know how to throw a punch? Like, can you help me out? Like, it's a tough situation to be in.
Yeah.